Hey, I'm live. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the live stream. It's an odd day. It's Tuesday. Shouldn't be here until tomorrow, but I told Brailsford I'd let him take tomorrow night because he had something he wanted to do. So I swapped days with him, and we are taking over Tuesdays this week. It's like a takeover, except I'm not doing donuts in an intersection. How is everybody? Says there's a couple people in here, so go ahead and say hey in the chat. Let me know you're here. Well, there was some people in here. I am the only one in here right now. So, anyway. Wait for some people to get in here and then we'll get the thing started. Oh, we got some people in here. Okay, welcome to the chat. Hey, Bama, how's it going? Zach Foxbody. And he's added Kinky in front of his name. Not sure why, but he has. Welcome to the live stream on a Tuesday night. I'm got some things to discuss tonight. There's rolling the idea around in my head of selling my Mustang, possibly. Not sure what I could get for it if I sold it, but it's a possibility I might do it. Might sell the truck. Most likely will sell the truck no matter what. But I might sell the Mustang too, which would take me out of Mustangs and drag racing for a little while. But remains to be seen whether I sell the car or not. I'm kind of attached to it. It's probably the car I've owned the longest of any of my cars ever. Yeah, it is. I've never owned a car as long as I've owned the Mustang, and the truck's coming in a second runner up here in another year. But the truck's going to go away. I just got to clean it up. Take some pictures of it, clean it up, put it up for sale. And it's still low mileage, so that's a good thing. It's got less than 25,000 miles on it. I will miss it. I hate to get rid of it, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But I'll get another truck, something to pull the trailer with. Just won't be quite as nice and not quite as new. Definitely not as big because I don't really need anything bigger than an F-250. So we'll go back to the F-250 instead of the 350, 450, which I only bought them for the trailers I had at the time. The 350, when I bought that, I didn't need a 350. I bought it because that's what they had for sale and for a good price at the time when I bought it. And then when I got the 450, it's because the trailer I owned at the time needed the 450 to pull it. The weight of the trailer with cars in it was quite heavy. And in fact, I drove it across the country with about 26,000 pounds. So that's how that went. But yeah, there's a possibility I'll be selling the truck. Well, not a possibility. I'm going to sell the truck. In fact, I'm going to do it here real soon. At least put it up for sale, and hopefully I can get it sold within the next couple months in time to get me a new one. I'm going to continue to use it until then. But what's up, Downhill? But it is possible I might sell the Mustang if it still runs. It's running good. I've if you saw my post, I got 3 personal bests this weekend on Saturday, one right after the other, and they weren't much of a change, but they were better. Each one, it was in the hundreds. What engine is it? It's a 5.0. It's the Gen 2 Coyote 5.0 with a Whipple supercharger on it, pushing about 900 horsepower on E85. That may be the hard part about selling it, is it is on an E85 only tune. And to change that, you'd have to change. Why? Money. That's why. Why else? Money. Right now, I can't afford. I can't keep insurance on it, so it's becoming a track only car because I can't put the insurance on it. I have been on the track. What do you mean? It's a drag car. It's not meant. It doesn't really handle well on the track anymore because of some of the changes I made to it. I'd have to revert it, and I don't feel like doing that. But if I sold it, it'd be a private sale, and I'm probably going to ask more money for it than people are willing to pay because I don't think I'd let it go for less than $30,000. And it's a 2016. It's not new. And it's got damage on it. It's got scratches. It's got dents. It's got chip paint. It is definitely not a show car anymore. It looks really good. That picture up there, that's the picture behind me here, looks really good in the picture. But, I mean, it's one of those that I'm not even sure I'm going to sell that. The truck I am selling. So the F450 is going up for sale within the next week. I just need to wash it and replace the front mud flap that broke off. And I'm not sure how that happened, but I've got a new one for it. So I'm going to replace that, get it cleaned up, vacuumed out, detail it a little bit. Problem is, it's so damn hot here. I just, I had to go out and cut some grass today. I had to finish the grass today, and today was the day I had to do the push mower and the weed eating. And luckily, I was in a little bit of a shade when I did it. It was so hot out there. But I got it done. So, hey, Joe, how's it going? Got a bunch of people coming in tonight. I'm Brailsford. It must be 3:02 Tuesdays because it's Tuesday. Brailsford asked a favor of me. He's doing his live tomorrow night, and told him I'd just do mine tonight. I think he's got some Pro Driver, possibly from IMSA, coming on his stream, which is cool. And I'm looking forward to hearing that one. Hopefully I can be there while it's live and not have to just watch it repeat. But as far as my stuff goes, I'm still waiting to get some stuff done to be able to swap engines over in the Focus. My daily driver, it is my daily driver right now. The Mustang is not going to be road legal here in about another week and a half because it won't have insurance. And what else? Speaking of, I need to go set up that other insurance tomorrow for the other cars. Still don't have the Edge back. It's still at the shop. Waiting on that for my wife's other car. And I'm going to have to buy an older F250. And when I say older, I'm talking like 2019. I'm not going any older than that. It is hot as hell here in Alabama, and probably even worse where you are, Bama. It was only 95 or 96 today but it feels like temperature is what it felt like was over 105. No, I did not see the dyno video of the S650. I don't even know what channel it's on. What's up, Sublime? Welcome to the chat. Pop your shoes off, stay a while. Who put out the video of the S650 dyno? Because I'll have to look it up. I have not seen it. Now I'm going to have to. It's funny. I've been on YouTube like all afternoon after I got done with the grass for like hours. I haven't seen anything. Only about 409. Well, I thought, what happened to, it's not the, hold on. It's not the Dark Horse, so it's not the 500 horsepower model. Let's see. 409. So, I'm not finding it. So what did it do for torque, do you know? What's up, Steve Fast? How's it going? What kind of torque did it make, Dano? It's Sublime. You staying down, you coming up on the panel. Everything's lagging behind. I mean, 409 is no slouch. I mean, I don't remember what my car made before I tuned it. I think before I tuned my car, it was like 325 maybe. It's been so long ago. And then I know when I first tuned it, it jumped about 50 horsepower because when I tuned it, I changed the intake to the 18 manifold, and I think I gained about 50 crank horsepower, which translated to about 35 or so horsepower at the rear wheels. What's up, Car Mob? So it did pretty good. It was not a super fast car by any means at that point, but it was pretty quick. I mean, I think I did 12.2 in the quarter. I don't remember what my 8th mile times were before I supercharged it because I never really paid attention to them. Even though I ran an 8th mile track, I just don't remember so much. I think I was in the 8s, low 9s, high 8s, one of the two. Now I'm in the high 6s. So the car ran a 6.8 this weekend in hot weather. Mind you, I had packed that ice tank full of ice. I was keeping it cool. Me and my son were running the blower fan on the engine between runs to cool it down, and it seemed to help a little bit. Plus, that insulation I put in to block off the hot air from the intake seems to really be helping too with the intake temperatures, big time. So combination of those things, and I hooked pretty decently. Only spun a little bit, but there's one video my son took me, and you could just see me spinning. Before I switched gears, I was spinning the whole way through second gear. Not bad spinning. I was moving, but I'm losing traction. So I also trying to get a good burnout. I was trying to do the first to second shift, and when I did it, the only way I could do it was if I had slowed the RPMs down enough to shift, and then the tires just stopped until I kicked in again in second gear. So I might as well just start my burnout in second gear. What's up, Mob?
What up, buddy?
And so I have to take off in second gear. So I cannot do a high RPM shift from first to second. Does not work.
Does not play well.
Does not work. I can double clutch. I can do anything I want. It will not do it. Low speed, it's fine. What's up, Brian? Mike's Garage. Well, I hate to see you're at work there. I mean, it's not bad that you're at work, but I hate to see you at work. You can't, enjoy a libation with me.
Who? Me?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Well, sorry. I did come on the panel, though.
Oh, yeah. That's fine. No, I hate that you're at work that you can't enjoy it. Yeah.
Oh, well, sorry. Some of us got responsibilities.
I know. Yeah. I work. I guess with your, you do a shift of days and a shift of nights, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's not so bad. It's the last time I worked shift where I had to rotate. It was a 21 turn where it was 7 days of each, all 3 shifts, and I hated it.
Every week we switch back and forth.
Yeah, it paid really well, so that was I didn't gripe about the pay. I got paid really well, but the job sucked. That was when I worked in aluminum, aluminum, making aluminum, and that was not a fun job.
Yeah, I love what I do for a living.
But when I worked at Boeing, I was night shift the entire time there, which I did not mind at all for the traffic because there wasn't any for me.
Yeah, I love midnight.
And it was, it wasn't quiet though. At nights at Boeing, it was busy. It's just as busy as during the day. Second shift wasn't bad. I didn't mind second shift.
Right.
That's what I worked with, second shift, because at Boeing, I don't remember if we had a third shift there or not. But I know I was at swing.
Yeah, I love midnight shift. I really do. I'm not a big fan of working afternoons unless you have no social life, then I guess that's great. But it sucks if you want to do anything. I like midnights, friggin', but I work 12-hour shifts, so I work part of an afternoon shift and all night. So,
Well, that's right. You work 12 hours.
yeah, 8 hours is a waste of time.
Yeah. Well, I miss working 10-hour days, but then I only worked 4 days a week, and that was my last job for the
Yeah, I
last
love 12s,
year or
man.
so.
3 days and 4 hours, and I'm on overtime.
Yep. Not bad. Doing what I do now, I couldn't do that. I'd fall asleep. I mean,
Right.
sitting behind a computer all day, and I can't do it.
Oh, dude, I just finished watching my first movie at work.
Well, see, I can't do that at work.
Yeah, and then after I get done hanging out with you, I'm probably going to go watch my second movie of the night.
What was the first one?
First Kill, it's called.
First Kill. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it came out maybe 5 or 6 years ago.
Okay. Any good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Had friggin' Bruce Willis in it.
Oh, I know that. Okay. Yeah, I know that movie. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So, what's your second movie plan? Or do you not know?
I don't know yet.
Going to be one of those, whatever fits,
Whatever's free on YouTube, that's what it's going to be.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
watched a couple of those.
Oh, yeah.
And they've got some decent old ones up there, too.
Yeah, they
got
do.
some really good ones. So, I was watching something the other day that made me want to go back and watch the original Ghostbusters movie.
Did you see the one with the all-women cast?
No, well, I've seen it, but I'm talking the original one, the good one.
Yeah, the good one.
And I didn't even mind the newest one so much. I thought that was pretty cool the way they paid homage to the original cast.
Right.
Yeah. And it is Reitman. What's his name? Reitman's son doing the movie. He's directed.
Oh, Dan Aykroyd?
No, not Dan Aykroyd. Reitman. Is it Ivan?
Ivan Reitman. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he did a good job with what was it? Ghostbusters Apocalypse or whatever it was called.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, it's the newest one. I enjoyed it. What's up, boss man? And then they've got a new one coming. They're filming a new one, or at least they're starting it.
What's up, boss man? Downhill Daddy.
Oh, it is.
Mike's Garage.
It is happening, Mike's. They are making another one, and it's going to be in New York on the next one.
Oh.
Back to New York with they've actually done a teaser for it.
Going back in time.
That's another good one too.
Yeah, last 2 days, man, I had a damn head cold. Now the head part of it's gone. Now I just got a little bit of chest congestion. Been hitting the Mucinex up today.
I've been starting to get that too. Yesterday it started on me, and I don't know if it's just pollen and it's just my sinuses starting, or if I'm getting a cold, because it kind of felt cold when I woke up this morning.
I had friggin' Amy in town for a week, and she got sick while she was at my house. And then it was like the day she left, I got sick. It's like, this is some BS.
That's just the way it goes. A lot happening at your house anyway, with the wife starting a new job. Kid back to school.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shelby went back to school today. Nicole started her new job friggin' yesterday. So this is good.
So did I hear right that Shelby's only going 4 days a week to school?
No, she goes to school 5 days a week.
I must have misunderstood that. Like, some days are half days though, right?
Oh, you mean like this week?
Oh, is that only for this week?
Oh yeah, just for this week. Tuesday and Wednesday are half days, and then Thursday, Friday are full days.
Okay, I thought that was like her full schedule the whole.
No.
Okay, because then I'd be like, well, that's only 4 days a week. Three,
right?
3 and 2, halves make one whole. Which they could do it if you really jammed a lot in there. But I don't think school's long enough as it is, and I only say that now because I'm not in it anymore.
Right.
Hey, Sublime, how you doing?
What's up?
Oh, not much. Just
Oh my God, 2 streams in a row.
I know.
Sweet Tuesday, Monday. Yeah.
Tuesday, yeah.
I'm gonna try to get back in the swing of things. We'll see.
Don't get in trouble on our count.
No, definitely get on trouble on my account. Always. Always. I do. I get in
Mob,
trouble
if
on
you
my
could
account
only have
all the
smell-o-vision for what I'm dealing with right now.
time. Yeah. So.
Tasty morsels.
Morsels.
Yeah, they opened up a new dispensary by my dad's house, and
There's
we
some
went there
here.
because my dad had never been to one before, and we picked up some stuff the other day that was pretty fire.
Oh, nice. Nice. I wish I could enjoy that with you. I really
If you guys
do.
hear me coughing, it's not because I'm getting high. It's because I got friggin'
No.
chest congestion from being sick the last 2 days.
I can kind of tell the difference. Barely.
Ugh.
You sound like I did this morning.
Yeah, I just wanted people to be like, oh, Mob's getting blown out. No, Mob is not. Mob's nursing a friggin' chest congestion.
Always fun. Always fun.
Oh,
So,
yeah, always a good time.
I don't know if you all were in here earlier when I said that there's I am going to be selling my truck. That no way about that. I'm getting rid of it.
F450?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a smaller one that's slightly older, cheaper. Use that money to get things off, and possibly
Right on.
selling my car,
Which one?
the Mustang.
Get out of here.
It's a possibility. Just depends.
What do you think about buying a GTR?
No. I'm thinking about just selling it and not buying anything.
Yeah, don't do that. You friggin' die young.
I know. Not right away. Anyway, I just need to get back settled again. But once I sell the truck, we'll see how things go from there.
Right.
It's just this last year we spent way too much money on this house. Way too much.
Oh, okay.
And I depleted my savings account completely. And then I bought a car that's cost me way more than it should have because of insurance and a deer accident. And we haven't even been able to drive it since December.
Zach, I gotta ask, what possessed you to put Kinky in front of your name?
I was thinking the same thing.
I
Mob.
did.
I don't give a shit if anybody hates me or not. Dude, you send the wrong message when you put that in front of your name.
Oh, I agree. I said something.
I don't care. I'm going to be the first one to say it. Hate me if you want, but you send the wrong message when you put that in front of your name, dude. You do what you want, but I'm telling you, you're not going to get friggin', you're not going to attract the right type of people. I'll just say that much. Sublime, so happy to see you, buddy. I know you've been away for a minute. Good to see you. Nice
Thanks,
to hear your
Major.
voice again.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, he's working.
Of course I'm working. God dang, I'm always working. I'm going to tell you what. For anybody out there who doesn't know, if I join a live stream and it's nighttime, 99% of the time, I'm at work.
Yep.
Okay, more working, less talking.
I was in your live stream all night last night. I was just listening for most of it because I was cutting the grass. I couldn't. I typed it now and then I'd have to actually stop, and I was.
That's good.
I was pushing it. Because it was
We
getting dark.
see now. Sublime's not coughing from a friggin' sinus congestion.
No, I'm not. No signs.
No, man, I appreciate the support, dude. Thank you very much for hanging out, getting the watch hours up. Like I said, for the first time in YouTube history, the Car Mob channel finally broke 100,000 views in 1 month. Now, to
Nice.
some of you guys, that may not be a big deal, but to me, it's a big deal. I'm really happy.
Oh, that's a huge deal. 100 and you said 150, right?
No, I have 110,000 views as of right now this month.
110.
Yeah. So I'm really, really happy about that. It's never happened on the channel before. I'm so friggin' happy.
That's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, my best I think I've done in a month is 24,000, and that's only because of all the shorts I've put out.
Shorts is what's changed my channel.
Same
Shorts is what's paying me on YouTube. I got really tired of. I mean, I'm still gonna make regular videos for you guys, but I just got sick and tired of putting out regular videos and only getting like 100 views. But if I put a short out most of my shorts average 2,000 views minimum. Most of my shorts, and I'm like, you know, it's a whole lot better feeling to see you daily getting, you know, 2,000 to 5,000 views, and it's nice to see, you know, you getting subscribers daily. You know, the channel's not blowing up, but it does have friggin' steady growth daily. And that makes me happy because now I don't feel like I'm doing this YouTube channel for nothing. You know what I mean?
Hey, Mob, I'm going to make you feel better. In the last 365 days, I've only had 148,000 views
Wow.
in the last year.
I'd have to check and see what mine is.
Yeah, for the year, when you're
I walked
my
into
year, I'm
someone
like, wow, that's a lot. I know that's not like a huge YouTuber that they
No.
see that on a daily basis, but
Yeah. Huge YouTubers get 100,000 views plus a video. You know,
Yeah.
I'm just grateful to get 100,000 in a month.
yeah, that's I would love to do that. That'd be crazy, even if it was shorts.
Right?
And I just appreciate. I got another subscriber. It looks like I'm up to 764. I've gotten 2 today.
Hey, you're doing good. I think when I first met you, you had like 600 or something.
When you first met me, I had less than 300.
Did you really?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
or just over 300, somewhere around there. It's like
Right.
less than half of what I have now. This last year has been really good for me. The shorts has helped. That's where I get a lot of them because I put out way more shorts now because I haven't been filming videos because they're a pain.
Right. Well, you know my situation, so that's why I
Yeah.
hadn't put out videos in a few months, but I had to figure out a way to keep the channel alive. And I
Yep.
was like, well, screw it. I'll just put shorts out. And the next thing
I
I
just
know,
watched-
man,
I
I'm
watched
gaining.
another one today. It was a Ford GT traveling
Yep.
by.
Yep.
Looking GT. Kind
Yep.
of like it was a weird video for me to watch today from Funky where he doesn't talk in it until right at the end, and it was just cars. It was good though. I enjoyed
Right.
it.
Yeah, Funky was at a completely different spot at the Dream Cruise than I was.
Yeah,
I'm just waiting for another funky chip review.
yeah. I haven't seen one of those in a while. I'm kind of sad.
Yeah, Funky and I were like 4.5 miles apart.
Wow. No, we have lost.
One of these, I'll tell you what, if you guys want to witness this one day, I can plan party at Mobs during the Woodward Dream Cruise. But
Hmm.
I'll tell you right now, you guys ain't ready for this.
No.
This is like
I-
20, it's like a 20-mile cruise, man, that never ends.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It is.
It's pretty awesome.
I know I went to Michigan one year for work, and I ended up right there by Woodward, and we were there the weekend. I left the weekend before the cruise. I left the weekend before it happened, and I missed it. By
Yeah, but I'm
that
sure you still
much.
saw cars cruising around, though,
And I wouldn't have had my car anyway. I was in a rental.
right?
Pink's
Yeah,
to
that
double
is
back
a
to
lineup of killer rides right there. That is. Thank you, MJ. I
That
love
picture is from Michigan, by the way.
and I have to say thanks to Mob for making it look so good because
Oh.
I was never doing anything to my photos other than taking them and posting them.
Don't worry about it, buddy. I know when you put that up for the first time, I'm like, bro, that is a sick background pic.
It is. I like it. I almost changed it today, and I was like, nah, that one looks better.
Yep, I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
I like it a
I
lot.
like it. It's actually a much better picture if you can see the whole thing, but you have to frame it for this, and so it cut off some of your car.
Right? It's all right. I'm there.
I tried to get your car in, but then it would have cut off my car, and that wasn't going to happen. I had to put the fastest car up there.
Uh-huh. You want to race in the 8th mile and talk shit?
No, in the 8th mile, I'm done. But
I will
6'8".
I will friggin' freight train you in the 8th mile.
What do you do in the 8th?
6'3"?
Yeah, see, I'm 6'8", and that's if
Yeah, dude, I would have there'd be like a bus length between the two of us by the time I
Oh
crossed
yeah.
the finish
Oh
line.
my god, the last car I think I went up against was a 4-second car,
Oh shit, dude, you
and
just
it was another S550.
right?
Oh, that guy took off he was just gone.
Oh
And
yeah.
I didn't care because I got a 6. It was another part. It was my last run. It was my personal best again, 3 in a row.
Right?
It was a 6.833, which beat the last one by like 14, thousandths.
Right? Yeah, I'd like to see you in Sublime race, man. That'd be a good 8th-mile race right there.
God, if I could get that thing to launch better. Oh, it's got such a crappy 60 foot.
Right?
So anywhere between a 168 to 179, you know. I don't know.
Yeah, I think
I want to
Sublime's
get it to
running.
the quarter mile. I do want to get it to the quarter mile. I am signed up and have the tickets to go to Hollyfest
Right.
at Beach Bend at the end of September.
Yeah, Sublime was turning 690s, I believe, before he added more boost.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys would be a good race.
So that's my thing is I just can't get off the line. It's that manual transmission. If I had an automatic, I'd be.
Dude, if you had an automatic, you'd be running 640s. How do I know? Because I had one.
Yeah. If I was running an automatic, I'd have turned it up just a little bit higher too. But
Yep.
it wouldn't be the 10-speed. No. Would not
Yeah,
be running-
I had a fully built 10-speed in Ruby.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll be back in 1 sec.
All right, bud.
Yeah. I'd still rather have it with the a 400 or a Power Glide even.
Right?
Something made for the track. But
Right.
then I wouldn't be able to drive that because I won't be able to drive the thing on the road anymore here in a couple days.
Why is that?
I won't have insurance.
Oh, okay.
I had to drop one car off insurance, and that was the one.
Oh.
Yeah, I moved 3 cars to a different company and dropping that one.
Okay.
And the Ford had the Ford. The F-450 had to stay where it was because nobody else wanted to insure it because it's a commercial vehicle.
Right.
Yeah, it's not, but it is because of its GVRW or gross vehicle. Yeah, GVWR. I get that wrong because it's over 26,000 pounds.
Mm.
It's close to 30 actually.
Jesus.
Payload and towing capacity is basically how they figure that out.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you're
what
at
I'm
450
going to. I'm going to go to a single rear wheel F-250. Probably like a 19.
Yeah, Nicole.
I don't want to go any older than 19 because
Right.
engine.
Yeah, Nicole and I were gonna buy an F-250 diesel before we bought the Shelby, but friggin' when Biden got in office and destroyed our economy, I was like, I'm not paying that much for diesel. I only pull my trailer a couple times a year.
Well, it's getting more expensive to run gas now. Gas keeps going up.
Oh, of course. Bidenomics, he keeps telling everybody that friggin' everything's getting better. Things are
It's
getting
working.
cheaper.
It's
working.
Bidenomics is working because it makes him and his family richer while the rest of us get poor.
Exactly.
There you go.
There you go. Hey, you still got people out there that think he's doing a fantastic job. So,
Hey, some people think it, and they're idiots.
that's it.
Hey, Pinks, to double back something you said earlier, you said in about a month and a half the Mustang's not going to have car insurance?
Less than that.
What do you mean?
September 4th will be its last day of having car insurance, and I don't ever drive it on the road most of the time anyway.
For the year?
Yeah.
I'm like, not forever, right?
Just until my insurance comes back down. My
Okay.
insurance went so high.
Mm.
They've more than doubled it because of the deer accident with the Edge, and then the accident which goes under my truck for the car coming out of the trailer.
What's up, Rail Trap? And Mike's
Rail
Garage,
Trap.
none of us are going, but I believe Drew. I know Drew's going.
To what?
Yeah, I can't. I don't
Mustang
have
week.
time.
Oh, okay.
I don't have the time off. I mean, I have time, but we are so busy.
So, Brian, am I going to see you this fall?
Maybe.
I didn't make any dates. I didn't make any plans or nothing because you said you were slammed at work because of the new position. But just asking for a friend,
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to try.
Well, I'll tell you what. In the dead of winter, when you really have nothing better to do, somebody had told me about this car museum that's about, 100 miles from my house. They got about 200 cars at it. I think we need to go there this winter, grab Funky up, and go check it out.
Yeah.
Hey, Rattle Trap, I do pay my insurance. I'm just taking one car off the insurance. I have 5 vehicles. It's not cheap. And when they more than doubled my insurance, I couldn't do it anymore. when the insurance cost monthly is more than the car payment for the one car I owe money on.
And plus, theoretically, mostly your 99% of your driving it is out at the track where insurance really isn't going to matter.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have to have insurance at the track on it because I'm not driving on the road.
Well, yeah. Plus,
Looking at
usually
the track,
insurance
I
doesn't
wouldn't
cover
have-
if it crashes.
Yeah,
at the
if I
track.
wreck it at the track, insurance wouldn't cover it anyway. Certain insurance won't cover it.
Dude, I'll never forget that night when I was at the drag strip last year. Some guy freaking totaled his Mustang into the wall. He was on the phone with his wife trying to explain it to him, like about 15 feet away from us. And another guy walks up. He's like, "That was my car. I'd tow it to the next closest tree and call my insurance."
Yeah, no shit.
So would I. I mean, but yeah, I didn't have full coverage on my car anyway. I haven't had full coverage on that car in a while, just because I
The
only
Mustang?
yeah,
Really?
yeah. I've paid these cars off so long I quit putting full coverage on them
Right.
because in Washington they jacked up our rates so bad in Tacoma because of car theft that I couldn't afford to keep it on there.
Sorry.
Yeah,
That's all good.
close it out of my garage or my trailer and then get it out of here before I catch them. Good for them. Try the General. I am not. No. No, I have decent insurance that I have on 4 cars, and that's all I need. Since I only really drive it at the track. If I ever want to drive it again and even I don't even have road tires on it right now. And I haven't had road tires on it in over a month. If I want to drive it again, I'll put it on insurance. It's that simple. I can get insurance like that. I just, don't have a need to have that many cars insured. I don't drive it. If the 2 cars I drive to work are my Focus and the truck, and mostly the Focus, I'll start driving the truck more when I swap engines because that'll take me a little while.
Right. Now, don't you daily the Focus?
I do. That's what I drive to work most of the time.
Best on gas.
I used to like to daily the truck, but damn, it's expensive.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. How long is your drive?
Well, each way is like 7 miles, maybe
Oh, that ain't that bad. That ain't far.
7 miles with no traffic. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nothing.
And when we move, because our building is going to be started here real soon for our new building, I'll be driving even less.
Rattle trap.
It's going to be in my town. I think I'll have a 4-mile drive.
What's up, Ken? Yeah.
What's up, HBR?
Yeah, you could show up with a tow truck, but I'll be out there with a pistol and a rifle. I protect my shit. Or a dog. I have 2 crazy dogs. One of them will lick you to death. The other one might bite you if I tell her to.
Yeah, I'm hoping to meet them dogs this friggin' December.
Yeah, I'm
Hopefully,
hoping
we'll
you
see
do
what
too.
happens.
I hear one of them. What's up, Ken? Yeah, I understand the full coverage just in case of weather or something. I get that. What was it? I did mention HPR's. I did mention HPR when I posted my last short of my car, beating another car, which was one of the newer Gen 3, which had he had an ESS on a 120 pulley, and he was driving stick shift too, and it was real close. I think he was less than half a second behind me. I don't get his ticket when at this track you only get your half of the ticket, and unless you're the only one that ran, then they give you the whole thing because they don't let you know what the other person ran. And
Right.
it kind of sucks. Either that or they just don't want to print 2 tickets out for each race because
Yeah, my drag strip by my house shows you both.
yeah, it was like that at my last 2. I used to race at in Washington too. What's up, Brailsford?
Brailsport, what's up, buddy?
What's up, Matt?
So it kind of sucks that I don't get to see what the other person ran, but it was a good race. I talked to the guy, while we were waiting in line for a while. He was a real nice guy. And he was just having trouble getting it to launch too. But not nearly as much as I am because he didn't get power. He didn't get as much power right off the line like I did.
Right.
You
Do you bring that thing up on the 2-step before you leave the line, or are you just holding it at a certain RPM?
2-step, 4,600.
Okay.
but I take off at second gear.
Right.
5.2 heads on a Coyote. What? No idea. I guess that'll work, won't it? The 5.2 heads on a Coyote.
I think on a Gen 2 Coyote it will, but not a Gen 3.
Yeah.
Gen 3 has direct injection.
Right. I'm thinking. Yeah, they tend to make all their parts work together for most of their small block stuff.
Right.
And it makes it nicer when you want to like when you want to throw an engine into an older car that had at least originally a 4.6 in it. It'll pretty much go right to the same motor mounts. Certain
Ken, that would be the question for Ken. The 5.2 heads on a Coyote. Yeah, there it is, right there. Just as I said.
I still spin a little bit, but not as much, and it just depends on track prep and how hot it is. Like I said, I had the one run that I could see my tires spinning because I have the Hell Yeah Brother painted on them. You could see them spinning really well.
Nice.
You can tell that they're spinning faster than I'm moving forward.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Question for you there, Pinks.
Yeah.
In the chat.
For me? Where?
Yeah.
I answered that.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear you. Sorry.
That's what I was just answering. When I launched it the second door, I don't bog down. I just spin, but not as fast as I spin in first. Now, I've tried slowing it down. I've tried lowering the RPMs for a takeoff at first so that I could go in first, and it still ends up spinning the tires so bad that the spin continues through second gear.
Is it just not planting the tire? Is that what it is?
Well, the problem is if I go too low, it'll bog down really heavy. If I go low enough to not make it spin, it bogs really bad.
Because I remember when Pony was running his car, man, he'd leave it like friggin' 7,000 RPM. The tire would spin a little, but then it would just hook.
Yeah, lucky him.
But he was also running a friggin' big ass friggin' slick on the back.
What tire pressure?
15.
Huh?
That's about right.
But
15?
Yeah, he said 15.
Okay.
But I'm on 17-inch rims. I'm not on 15s. If I had 15s, it'd be a different story, and then I could probably run a 275, 285 on it, no problem.
And you're running a 315 gear, right?
Is a 331.
331. That's right.
Brailsford, we want you to get that ESS.
Yeah, Brailsford, that's what you need in your life.
I've been on Brailsford's channel for a long time, and I'm still waiting for a blower to show up on the channel.
I know.
I know I'm poking the bear a little, but I mean, come on, I'm speaking for the rest of us. We want to see that thing boosted.
Hey, don't forget the Hotel Demise transmission that's sitting in his garage.
I know.
Yeah, he's got a fully built stage 3 Caliber, don't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I have one in my car.
He's like, oh, Jesus, what did I come into?
And they're going to have the ESS 197 kits here real soon.
Oh, it's going to be real nice.
Those ESS is really sweet, too. I actually watched a kid's video today. And, the difference in dynos was not as much as I thought it was going to be.
Well, like an ESS versus a Vortec or what?
No, the dyno, the Mustang against the Dynojet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like about a 6% increase in power on the Mustang dyno. Because Dynojets, I always thought the Mustang dynos were heartbreakers, though. So something's changed.
And dynos are like snowflakes, man. They really are. Not one's going to be the same.
I will say, though, I did like that new Tune Darrell. Gave it like 55 horsepower.
Woke it up a little, eh?
Yeah, I think it adjusted cam timing.
Mm.
And it seemed to work well for it. But, I mean, that's a completely different animal than the one I have. The ESS blower, I kind of wish I had something like that instead of the one I have. I do love that Whipple. But, it's a lot of work to keep it from getting too hot.
Go on.
Yeah, so I mean I like had that. I had my ice the ice tank of mine, I had it packed with ice. Trap speed is all that matters. You know, I was doing 109 in the 8th, which isn't too bad. With all the spinning I do and the bad takeoffs, I did the 6.8 at 109, which is fun. I still can't wait to get it on a quarter-mile track. I wanted to go down this weekend to Steel, but they're not doing their normal Friday night madness because they have the fire at the track or whatever on the Saturday, so they're only running an early night tested tune on Friday, which I couldn't get down there like 2.5 hour drive. It's a shorter drive than it is to get up to Beach Bend, but it's still not short. Who did I just lose? Carl
Mob. Lost Mob.
Yep. You got kicked out.
Hmm?
I didn't do it. I'm going to say it was bad signal. Yeah, I was going to say bad signal.
Bama.
It's cool. Oh. You seen them on us? Oh, 308? That's really. It'd probably like them. Most likely, it would like them, and it would be better a little bit better on the takeoff. And I might even be able to go to first gear with that, but I doubt it. I was hoping that doing the 331s was going to give me a better first gear launch instead of spinning the tires. That's why I went from the 355s down to the 331s in the first place. Because even when I was stock, and just running with a tune and the intake, I was spinning tires in first gear. Ooh, GT5 900 on 93. That would be nice. I would also love to be able to run 93 in my car every now and then, but yeah, since I'm not going to be driving it daily, it doesn't matter.
Ken, yeah, I even saw those before we did that on my car. And, yeah, can you do it? Sure. Would I feel it's as safe as mine? No. You know what I mean? Because I'm guessing 900 is probably pushing it on 93 with that car.
So Mike's Garage, 355 to 331. I don't know how much the difference was because when I swapped gears, I didn't drive it. Well, I guess I didn't drive it at the track again until after it had the Whipple in it. And so I didn't really notice much of a difference at all in driving it before when it was stock.
So here's a question for Ken. Can you put a tune revision on your car that kind of ramps the timing in first gear so this way it makes it easier to get out of the hole in first gear?
I don't know. Yeah, everyone is stupid on the prices. And I agree. I would love to have a GT500. Love to have one. I'd really like to have a GTD when they come out, but I am not that rich or, ever going to be qualified for one. And that's only because I'd want it just for the track.
That's ridiculous it's a lot of car, don't get me wrong, but
I mean,
300K.
I would love to have one if somebody gave me one, or if I could get it for a decent price and take it to the track as many times as I could. But track days are expensive. Well, they're like $400. So
the fact that thing's going to be all carbon fiber, magnesium wheels, and a rear mount transmission, it's going to be a fun car. I'll say that.
It is.
And they're going to give it more boost than the, previous Predator motor super or supercharged setup.
Is the answer for me. Yeah, converter for you. Send you 10 grand. Just don't catch them on fire, Mike.
Yeah, I'd love to see how light those wheels are. They say
Oh,
they're lighter than the carbon fibers.
it's magnesium powder. That stuff's fun. Just don't light it on fire. Oh, curb rash on magnesium wheels, that would hurt.
Even rock chips.
Yep.
I mean, I suppose you can get them probably get them PPF'd, but it's not going to stop everything.
No. I really would like to fix my car and make it look better if I had the money, but I don't. Keys.
I wonder what that car is going to weigh, the GTD with an all carbon fiber body.
Yeah, they haven't put that out yet, have they?
Somebody did that. I saw a video where somebody took an S550 and made it all completely carbon fiber body, but I forgot what they said what it weighed.
Without knowing the weight of the rear end, the transaxle, and all the other supporting components and everything else, it's completely moot point. I know.
Well, I think that one had a Whipple on it, so it's probably similar in weight to the Eaton blower. You know what I mean?
Whipple's heavier. I believe the Whipple is heavier, but I'm not.
I couldn't tell you. Ken, have you ever lifted the?
Let's try this again.
Oh, there you go.
That car is sweet, Ken. I agree, and I love the active air on it. And you know what? Everybody hates on it. I love that wing. Sorry, I look at the function of that wing, not just how it looks. And I love that wing.
I love the function. I don't know if I love the design.
I don't care about the design. I'm not. If I get a car like that, for me, it's not for how it looks. Although I think the car looks fantastic, it's for how it handles and drives.
I'm gonna wait till friggin' that thing actually gets debuted to the public and people get their hands on it.
Oh yeah, but it's not going to be debuted to the public. It's going to be debuted to those certain few people that can afford it and have already gotten allocations for it.
What I'm saying though is that people get to do the reviews on it.
There were people that had like chips. You know, I got 100 and I'm number 150, and I'm like, wow, they've already given those to people that. And these are guys like, oh, I've never owned a Mustang before, and I'm like, oh my god, it's just not right.
I mean, hey, I own a Shelby GT500. I should at least be able to be in the entry.
I know. That wing is damn good for function. You want the transaxle out of it. I would love that and the suspension it's got. I'll be right back. Gonna let the dogs in. Come on in.
Yeah, that transaxle definitely makes a lot better 50 to 50 weight ratio on that car.
And did you see the suspension in it? It looked amazing.
I'm still curious as to why they didn't show the interior of their car. You know why? Because people are probably hating on the Dark Horse interior with the freaking dual tablets, and they're probably. I'm thinking there's no way they're dumb enough to put a dual tablet dash in that car. No way.
Not. I really hope not.
There's no way.
I really, really hope not. Yeah, I won't get a chance to own one either, Ken, unless I become rich. If I win the lottery.
Yep, it's a lotto car.
I needed to win the one that somebody in Florida just won, a week or so ago, the $1.7 billion.
If the car was priced somewhat reasonable, I would consider it. But I'm going to be honest with you. If I was going to drop $300,000 on a car, that is not my first choice.
No.
Not even remotely close to my first choice.
You are correct.
And I mean, Ford can come out and say, we did this and we did that, and we're going to have Porsche in our rearview mirrors, but you ain't done it yet. Okay? So I just want to see what the car does on track. I want to see if all the hype is real. I mean, it's still a Mustang. At the end of the day, it's still based on a Mustang friggin' body. So, you know, I'm really curious, how they're going to take more bag out of the car. I mean, the Shelby GT500 handles really well, but my GTR handles better. So I'm just curious to what they're going to do to really make that car really perform better.
What's up, Gary?
What's going on, good evening, brother?
It has a 4-link suspension in the back, I believe, too.
What now?
Mr. Mach 1.
I believe it has the 4-link suspension in the rear.
Yeah, it's got the transaxle, so they at least got the 50-50 weight distribution down. So I'm sure that's going to definitely help.
I was really hoping it was going to be a mid-engine car. It really was. I know it doesn't have a trunk. It just has a trunk cover.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't have a trunk. That the lid on the back that looks like a trunk lid doesn't open. It's a cover.
So what the hell they do with all that space back there?
That's where the transaxle and suspension is.
Oh, so they took the trunk out to fit the transaxle in.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes
And
sense.
so the suspension sticks up in there. If you look at some of the cutaway views they've shown, it shows you where everything's at. Where
Okay.
the drivetrain sits, and it takes up that
Okay.
area.
Ken, I saw your comment. They're gonna fix the damn thing.
Did I miss it?
And it's funny, Mob Pinks. I saw your comment where you said the Edge got estimated at what 11.5, and it went up to 18, and still going.
It's over 18. Who knows what it's going to be by the time Ford ever gets done looking at it. So right now we're waiting on our local Ford dealership to figure out what the issue is with it, because it's making a noise. It's a grinding noise, and so the body shop didn't know what it was. They tried the one thing. They replaced the knuckle. It didn't, or a hub. It didn't fix the issue. They sent it to Ford. Now we're just waiting. And if this Ford doesn't do anything by September 13th, then it's going to a different Ford dealership in Huntsville because it's got an appointment scheduled. So
What year is that car again?
2022.
Wow.
It's a brand new car, but we hit a deer. It's it's not something Ford did. I can't.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
It's not something Ford did. It's just parts availability to get it fixed took forever, and then now just getting Ford to fucking do their job. They're getting paid, so I don't understand why they're not just doing what they need to and finding the issue, because it's not like a warranty issue. They're getting paid for it, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I want to go down there and bitch at them, but it got brought there by the body shop, not me. So it's not me sending it there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's still ridiculous because it had an appointment on the 19th of last month.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's been sitting there for over a month. And they turned it on at one time and moved it because it came alive on the Ford app, saying that it was no longer in battery save mode. But then it sat again so long that it's gone back into battery save mode. So they haven't been doing anything with it, or it would not be in battery save mode.
I pretty much hate the car rattle trap, Fox.
Yeah, that's sad that you hate it now.
I can't trust it.
Yeah,
I was gonna have Ken and HPR do a whole bunch of work to it. We were gonna make this thing really friggin' move, and I just don't feel confident putting that kind of money into the car now. So I'm trying to convince my wife to just park it for 3 years, put a car cover on it, and forget about it, so that I can save it for the next guy. And then when it's paid off, I can friggin' trade the thing in on something else that I want, and then I got a whole lot of money to friggin' work with.
Yeah.
Plus, keep the miles off of it. I think I got one of the highest mileage 500s right now, so we let it sit for about 3 years, let the mileage accrue, and friggin', It's like a tainted woman, Ken. Can't do it. I wish they would have totaled it. I'm pissed they won't total it. I'm stuck with it. So if I'm stuck with it, I'll pay it off, and then I'll flip the thing and make some money off of it.
I wish I could do that with the car that they didn't that they should have totaled of ours.
Right.
And it's not that I don't like it. It's the car's great. I mean, when we hit the deer, it didn't hurt either of us. Didn't make an airbag go off either, which is odd because we hit the deer at 65.
Right.
But it didn't slow the car down. I mean, she had full control of the car the whole way after we hit it, pulling off to the side. Neither of us were hurt. I guess impact wise, it wasn't that bad because it wasn't a large deer.
Right.
But impact wise to the car, it caused a lot of damage.
Hey, I hit a friggin' wall at 65, 70, and my airbags didn't go up either. So
I know.
probably, it's just a Ford thing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I've had no. Well, I gotta say, for my Focus, when I got slammed and when I got hit in the rear end and thrown, I was sitting still and got hit at 40 miles an hour by a large, full size GMC, heavy duty. And
Sounds like you just find a good 500 to buy there, Ken.
my front
Cool, it could be
airbag
yours in
fell
a
off,
couple years, Ken, if you want it.
and it saved me. I mean, I escaped with a lot less damage than I probably should have. And in some other cars I've owned, I probably would have been, I probably wouldn't have been walking.
Right.
I was amazed at how well that car took the damage, the little Focus. That's why I have another one.
Hey, I used to have a little Focus. I had the ZX4 ST model and
Yeah.
friggin' loved that damn thing, dude. I
Oh,
put
you
120,000 miles on that
You had
thing.
what, like a 2005, didn't you?
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, that's when they made the ST, the original
Yep.
ST with the was that a five? No, not a five.
Yeah.
Cylinder, like a 5-cylinder.
Well, the 5-cylinder was in Europe, but in the United States, you got a 2.3 liter 4-cylinder all motor.
That's right. It was the 2.3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it was
that
a
thing
decent-
ran
friend of mine
good.
had them. Those were real nice cars. They weren't super fast, but they were fun cars. They were
Dude, zero to 100, that thing would take out a Cobalt SS.
nice.
And the
Mhm.
Cobalt had a blower on it. So for me to be all motor and
Yep.
gap that thing to 100 miles an hour, I was impressed with that
Yeah,
car, dude.
they were good. They were good cars. I enjoyed them. I don't think those were near as safe as the newer ones are, like the Mark the third gens. But I liked them. I owned a bunch of Focuses. The ST was my third Focus, and this ST is my fourth one.
Rattle Trap Fox, the car's not for sale. Doesn't do me any. That doesn't do me any good for someone to friggin' give me 80 grand. What am I gonna do with 80 grand? Pay the car off? Wow, big deal. No, I friggin' gonna park it, friggin' let the friggin' thing sit there, and then save it for the next guy. And then this way, if I don't drive it, there won't be no dirt in the engine compartment. It'll look like a brand new car. Somebody will think they're getting a friggin' gem. And then when they Carfax it, find out that both frame rails were sawed off and the engine cradle was replaced and possibly a new engine and friggin' a new door and new everything.
I can't.
And they
believe
may
they're
be like,
comparing
whoa,
it. I cannot
Oh, I
believe
know.
they're comparing that.
they're going to have to saw the whole doghouse off.
Oh yeah,
The fenders, the
Damage.
front end, everything, the frame rails, everything, the whole doghouse has to be cut off.
If they do a good job, it'd be really hard to tell they did it, even taking it apart. If they do it, I've seen people do a good job enough to where you couldn't tell, even on the frame. I've seen it
Right.
done. Doesn't mean that the dealership or the place they're doing it's going to do it that well, but
You know, I had a 2006 F-150, and I got hit by a drunk driver on the freeway. He hit me at 100 miles an hour, and I friggin' put the car up on the wall. And when the accident ended, the truck was sitting on the frame. Ford took that truck and rolled a brand new frame under that truck and fixed it and gave it back to me. It never drove the same again. Never. It never
No.
drove the same again. It drove straight. It just never felt right. Like it just felt like something wasn't right. Like something was binding or something all the time. And ever since then, I said, if I'm ever in a car that's in a major, major, major car accident, I don't want it back. I don't care if they fix it or not. You can tell me they're going to fix it and it'll be perfectly fine. And that's great. You can buy the car from me in 3 years. I do not feel that way about the car at all. It'd be
Sure.
different if I hit a deer and I just broke the core support on the thing.
right.
I hit a goddamn wall at 70 miles an hour.
Oh yeah.
I mean, come on.
Our damage wasn't that bad. We didn't have any frame
No.
damage that I could see.
Totally different damage. Totally different damage.
Oh yeah. For us, it was plastics for the most part, and you know,
Right.
the radiator. It's all supporting mods up front. What costs the most is those damn headlights.
Ken.
Hey,
Or
kids,
MGI.
have you what is it? Protested it?
I don't know what that means.
You can call your insurance company and protest the bid and say
Yep. And you know what the insurance company said?
what?
The insurance company said that car is worth about $85,000, and there's only $34,000 in damage. And unless it has $45,000 in damage, they're fixing it.
Oh jeez.
And that's exactly what the insurance company said. That's right from the insurance company.
Well, then we
Well-
might
I told
have
them-
your estimate. because it should be $50,000 of damage.
So
If that
that's the
motor is
case-
trashed, that'll take it over 50 or
that's
45.
the thing, though. They didn't know if the engine was trashed. They said they put a jump box on it and they couldn't get the engine to move, like it wouldn't turn over. So I don't know if they managed to get the engine to turn over or what, but I haven't heard anything since then. But I heard they were going to fix it, and I was like, really?
Oh,
And you're probably in no
Because-
hurry to get it back, I'm guessing.
I don't want it back. They can have that thing all winter for all I care.
No,
Store
I
that
mean,
thing
even
for-
knowing that it's getting fixed, still not probably
Yeah,
in a
I
hurry.
still don't want it back.
Yeah.
I still don't want that thing back.
I was a bit irritated. You know, when we first got in the accident, I wanted the car fixed and all because it was
Right.
11.5. But then as time's gone on, and it's been so long. I'm like, I wish they would have totaled it. It would have solved so many of my issues.
Right.
You know? I wouldn't have that car payment. That car payment's like almost as much as my house payment.
Right.
And if you factor in the insurance for it, it's more than the house.
Right.
So, and,
I mean, don't get me wrong.
When it's not even an expensive car. It's just a short loan.
Right. But don't get me wrong. I still love the Shelby GT500. I'm not saying that all Shelby GT500s are trash or something like that. I fucking love them. I love Sublime's car. I just don't love my car.
Rain. Mike's garage, rain. Heavy rain.
Hydroplaning, pretty much.
The freeway flooded out between Louisville and Nashville on a treacherous stretch of highway going through Kentucky. That Kentucky is known for having multiple accidents every time it has a friggin' major downpour, but they refuse to friggin' put better drainage in on the freeway. So we were driving down the freeway in a straight line. We were doing about 70 miles an hour, and there was a car in front of me about, 3 bus lengths in front of me. And I noticed that car had kicked sideways on the freeway, like it kicked sideways. And I went, oh, damn. I said, the roads are really getting bad. I told Shelby, I said, man, we probably should slow down. I said, the road is really starting to get bad. The second I touched the brakes, that was the kiss of death.
Oh,
And I was going straight. I wasn't going around a turn. I wasn't passing anybody. I wasn't doing anything. I was literally driving in a straight freaking line. And as soon as I touched the brakes, the car went into a 360 spin and we hit the wall.
if only you just let off the gas. But
Well, but you don't know.
you wouldn't
Woulda,
expect
coulda,
that
shoulda.
anyway. You wouldn't expect that anyway.
And it wasn't like I hit the brakes hard. Like
I
I
was
literally
just
let off the gas and just lightly applied the brakes. And
Oh, I've done that before, and I've put my car into a spin and taken it off the road. Luckily, didn't have near the damage yours did. In fact, I was able to drive it away. Because I didn't have a barrier to run into.
and then after that, because my daughter and my life was in danger due to the fact the car was sitting on the wall, and I had semis driving past the rear bumper friggin' 3 inches away. I told my daughter, if the car runs and drives, we're driving it. I don't give a shit if I blow the engine. I don't care if I seize the transmission up. I don't care if a piston goes through the supercharger. I'm getting my family out of danger. And that's exactly what I did. I started that thing up. I told Shelby we got forward, we got reverse, and we got 3 good rims. Let's go. And we drove that thing 3 miles to the next exit where there was a hotel where we could park the car and be safe until we could get rescued by my wife and Funky. And the reason why I say my wife and Funky is because my wife came and picked up the car with my truck and trailer, and Funky and Barbecue Mike picked up Shelby and I and brought us the Ford Takeover.
Which was very awesome that you still showed up.
Look, what am I going to do? Go home and cry about it?
I know. No, I'm just saying it was awesome. You guys were still there, and it was
Right.
good to see y'all.
Right?
And before I saw you again, like less than a month later.
I know. It was only like 3 weeks later. You were at my house. We were partying.
Not even 3 weeks. It was like maybe 2.
Right?
It was a lot.
Hey, I
of
really enjoyed having you guys, man. I had a lot of fun while y'all were in town. I know you guys did. We partied up in the basement, dude.
Just so we know, the back end of my Mustang still has Michigan dusty dirt on it from your roads.
Hell yeah, brother.
Because I have not washed my car since I've been home.
That's awesome.
My son said something to me. He's like, "Your car's a little dirty." I was like, "Yeah, it's from Michigan. Don't worry about it."
Right?
Yeah. I mean, it stays in the trailer for like 3-4 weeks now. You know,
Right.
because I take it to the track, I bring it home, and then I get lazy and I don't pull it out, and then it goes back to the track again. I do need to get it out right now because I did have a check engine light on my last run. It was blinking at me when I was shut, in the shutdown, and I don't know what it was, but I'm pretty sure from the video that Jacob took of my burnout and a backfire
Right.
I had that it's just an O2 sensor issue because I made it go away on the return road by just juicing the gas real quick,
Okay.
revving it, and it went away. So I'm pretty sure it was an O2 issue.
Yeah, the only saving grace that I think the friggin' Shelby has is if we get the car back and my wife is in love with it.
Yeah.
You know, we get the car back and my wife is like, the car drives absolutely perfect. I love it. I want to keep it. You're not selling it. If she pulls that shit on me, then, you know, happy wife, happy life. I'm not going to friggin' cross that, line in the sand. But
I know how much she loved it before, so.
so, I mean, but if we get the car back and she drives and she's like, it feels kind of weird. I'm going to be like, yep, it's going
Yep.
in the garage.
Hey, what's up, Michael?
I mean, literally all I got to do is drive my car and drive Sublime's car, and I can tell you in a second if it's right or not.
Yeah, well, Sublime's car is a little greener than yours, though.
My car's not what?
I said it's a little greener than his. Have I? I don't even remember if I rode in your car. Did I?
Ah, that's a good question.
I don't think I
Oh.
did. I rode with RJ when you were down here. I don't think I ever rode in your car.
No, because
Oh,
me
hey.
and you were always driving at the same time.
Sublime, did you watch the video I did at Baker's Car Show?
Dude, I have not watched any videos in a while.
Okay. Well, just so you know, the last friggin' 4 seconds of that video is a roller of your car.
Oh, okay.
Just
How's it
FYI. Since
How's it
since I never made a YouTube video like I planned on doing when you guys were in town, I've been just taking those clips I have of your guys' cars, and I've been putting them at the end of the videos for people who watch into the video. They get a little friggin' bonus clip,
I kind of noticed that with my car
Yeah.
the one time.
Yeah, I did that with your car. The video before that, I put you in there.
Yeah.
And then the video before that had Funky's car. So,
Yep.
like I said, just for the people that like to watch the videos to the end, I like to throw them a little bonus,
I always watch the videos to the end unless I pass out, which has been
Right.
happen. I can be watching a video and I'm really enjoying it, and the
Right.
next thing you know, I wake up and it stopped. But I have autoplay on my YouTube turned off on everything because I know I do that. I don't need it to play 500 videos without me being awake, Yeah, I don't think I've ever been in either of your cars.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't ride in the GTR because I was driving in my car.
That's true.
And I'd love to get in that GTR. That thing's a blast. I've been in a GTR before. Didn't have as much power as yours.
Stupid.
It's
The car 0 to 100 is just friggin' insane, dude.
Oh, I would love to have a car like that. Yes,
because it dead hooks. It dead hooks on the
Oh.
street.
I
So like even when I race people, even if I allegedly if I was to race somebody on the street, especially from a dig, I can't just floor the GTR. Okay,
No.
I have to give it like half throttle, let the clutches engage, and then I can mat it. So what I do when I race most people, because I never use launch control on the street, is they usually get like a half a car on me from a dig. But the second them turbos hit, man,
Oh.
bye-bye.
Yeah, I love my car in third gear when it gets up to the point where I can actually hear the supercharger. If I
Right?
can hear the supercharger, I know I'm moving.
Oh, yeah.
You can't hear my supercharger hardly at all. But
Right?
if it gets up to that 5,000 RPM area,
Right?
I'm taking it all the way to 700. I'm moving. I'm moving fast.
Yeah, like my car, you can hear the turbos more through the exhaust than you can
Yeah.
through the intakes. Like everybody around me can hear the turbos on the GTR. Everybody tells you that thing just sounds retarded when
It
I drive it
does
really
sound-
slow and you let the turbos just spool up real slowly and come back down. But
sounds
inside the
great.
car, you don't hear nothing. You just hear the blow-off valves going off.
Yeah, I'm so ready to have that blow off valve on my Focus again too. But
It's addictive, man.
well, you gotta remember that when I do that and I put the new stuff in there, my wastegate's gonna be open dump too.
Okay, that'd be sweet.
It's an external wastegate that has an open dump, and we'll see how long I like that before I end up having to buy a new down tube that gets rid of the open dump.
Right?
Yeah.
Barbecue 50, what's up? Yeah, I used to have a Neon SRT4 with a 50 trim turbo that had an external wastegate. And
Right.
dude, when that gate would hit, I think like 15 pounds of boost, and it would open that friggin' tube. It sounded so evil, man.
It is too.
And you know what? I almost liked it because then you knew when shit was about to get real. Like you could make X amount of boost and it wouldn't open that gate. But then you pressed it just a little bit more, and everybody was like, oh, damn.
I'm only going for like 400-ish horsepower on this engine at the wheels.
Right.
I'm not trying to push it to the limits because
Right.
it's a stock block. I'm not going to try and kill it.
Right?
I'm gonna tell Alan at Edge, just I want it to be around 400.
Hey, I'm
400
telling you
to
what, man.
450.
I still got my fully built race engine for my Neon SRT4 that nobody ever bought. I got a complete friggin' standalone EMS for it, EMS, AMS for it, coil unplugged system, the whole
Those are
shebang. So what I'm thinking about doing is maybe after I get done with all these car projects, I try to find myself a boat with a blown engine, and I put this SRT4 engine in it. That would be epic.
Would be fun.
Have like an 800-900 horsepower SRT4 powered boat.
Oh, stupid fast. 100 horsepower per cylinder is at the wheels is nothing. I could probably push that car within
I never
reason.
thought about it that way. That's true.
500, no problem. At the wheels, but I'd be limiting the lifespan of that engine pretty significantly. The engine I'm doing is a 34,000 mile engine out of a what were they? Not the Edge, it's the other one.
Escape?
Yeah, it's from an Escape. So it had an automatic on it, so I got to drop that flex plate out and throw my flywheel on it, which I have all the new stuff to go on it. But, I didn't build this engine. I added some mods to it. I changed out the valve cover because it was a broken valve cover, but it wasn't broken to where it would leak. It was broken to where the motor cover wouldn't fit on it anymore. And whether I run that or not's debatable because it holds heat in. So I replaced it with a brand new one because they cost like $20 because they're plastic. But I painted the new one. And it's red and it looks cool. So the PCV, I changed that out to aftermarket. I'm putting a catch can on it. What else? I'm going with a G25 660 turbo, which is capable of 660 horsepower on that engine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to push it nearly that hard. So I got the HPS blow off because I like the sound it makes.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like just the air. I like the whistle.
Okay.
You don't want anything to do with an Echo Poop engine? Well, that's up to you. I love mine. My Echo
Oh, dude,
Boost
the one in my truck? Oh, I love it.
The Echo Boost 2 liter in the Focus with that closed deck. I love them. I've blown one. I blew my first engine when I was under 24,000 miles. I blew the first engine pretty hard. Only one cylinder. It was rebuildable. It wasn't even that bad.
I love my 3.5 EcoBoost in my truck. That thing pulls so good.
Oh, yeah, I know. I call it Echo Boost because it's just the way it is. Echo, it's all the same.
Whatever. We all know what we're talking about.
It's my little boosty, my little boosty boy. And I'm ready for it to have that whoosh whoosh again, like my wife's car has.
Right?
Yeah. My wife's car's she's got a tile on hers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I mean, it's the only thing left of her when we had it modified. It's the only thing really left now is that she has the larger intercooler.
Yeah, I got twin tiles on the GTR.
Yeah. What size?
50s.
50s? Did you say 80s?
No, twin 50s.
Oh, they are 50s. Okay.
They're twin 50s. Yeah, the turbos on the GTR are good for 1,050 horse.
Yeah, those 50s sound good when they're released, though. I've heard them.
Oh, yeah. I'd love to hear what they sound like with full boost on my car, but I need an engine for that.
Oh yeah, you would definitely need a modded or a built.
Yep.
That thing's a V6, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
3.8 liter V6.
that's just amazing power out of three. You know, I remember as a kid when I was young, 500 horsepower seemed like just a massively huge
Yes.
amount that a V8 would be pushed hard to get to.
Yes.
And
And in the
Mom
90s, it was.
I'm talking the 80s. So,
Oh, okay. Way back.
and I had a V8 that was pushing 600 horsepower. But that was nitrous added, slight
Right.
bit, but 600 horsepower was massive. In a small block. And I didn't build the engine. I had somebody else did it for me, and it never saw full potential. But nowadays, I've got 4 cylinders, but not that much or more. Like the stock 2.3 in the wife's car is what 310, 315 horsepower at the crank,
Right.
and that's stock. And I've seen those guys push them to like 600 to 800 easy.
Hell, you got friggin' what's his name? Boosted Dick. With the Boost Addict. That's it. Boost Addict's got a fully built 2.3, don't he?
Yeah, he does.
Oh yeah,
Well, it's not
Yeah.
fully built. It's
Yeah.
you got the stock block still.
it's built well.
Well, it's still built. I mean, what do you got to have? An aftermarket block to be fully built? I mean,
Yeah, fully built would be the aftermarket block, and so he has cams too. I think.
I
He's
wouldn't
got rods,
consider that
pistons,
fully
cams.
built.
bigger.
Yeah,
I'd
my-
consider fully built.
I
My
wouldn't
definition of fully built is
because it's running on the stock block, and the stock block do have issues.
Well, fully
Yeah, but
built
my
to me means rods
definition-
and pistons.
Yeah, he's got rods, pistons. I think crank even.
my definition of fully built is everything you can do to a motor, even if it's stock.
Yeah,
The motor's stock.
yeah. I would love to be able to build my 4-cylinder, but I just don't have the money or time.
Because I mean, like blocks nowadays, well, at least V8 blocks can take a lot of power, man. Look at the Coyote
Oh, yeah.
block. I mean, you sleeve that thing, it'll take a ton of power. The friggin' 5.2 engine in the Predator will take a lot of power too, bone stock. Back in the 90s and 80s, Fox body engines, if you were pushing 500 horse, man, you were on the brink of splitting the block in half.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
nowadays, you got a lot better quality stuff.
But
I would love to see your wife's car go up against the friggin' stock Fox body from the 90s. I bet you she'd murder that thing.
she would. It's an automatic too. It's a 6-speed,
believe
but
it?
it's still that thing's fun on the track. On a road course, I prefer driving hers over mine because it handled better due to the lower front weight in the front.
Yep, I
end
bet.
weight.
Oh, I bet.
It was able to take curves better than my car. Although time wise, total time around the track, my car was faster because in the straightaways it blew it away.
Right.
But it's funny that the Mustang wasn't that much faster than my Focus was.
Oh, damn.
Now the Focus would only do like 130 to 140 maximum in the longer straightaway we had, whereas the Mustang was doing 160 plus.
Oh, yeah. You're moving along.
But when I went to school,
Yeah,
We haven't seen Boost Attic in a quick minute. I hope he's doing good.
yeah. So she was actually able to go faster in the straightaway in her car than my car did because it got up to speed quicker.
but I had an instructor with me.
Yeah, she did have somebody telling her what to do, but she was able to get up to speed faster because that 4-cylinder just ramped up quick.
Right.
It was like, Tony did it.
I was surprised.
So this is before you had the blower, right?
Yeah, this is before I had the
Okay.
blower. It's not been set up for the track since I put that on.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
back when
I'm like,
it was tuned with a 2018 intake on it, which gave it
okay.
power. It did decently, but now I'd be afraid going into the corners if my brakes weren't strong enough.
Right.
Yeah, because I'm still running stock rear brakes
Right.
because the ones I had on it the Willwoods I put on it were too big for my 17s, so I had to swap them back to the stocks, and I never put the Bear brakes on. I have some Bear brakes to go on there. I just never put them on because
Okay.
the rears don't do that much.
Right.
The nice thing I think with the Bears is I could possibly with one other change could go down to a 15.
What does your wife's car weigh?
Oh God, I don't remember. I think they're like 3250.
Really?
Yeah, it's about
Wait.
the Focus.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
Are you talking about her pink S190, her pink car?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up.
No, that's got to be like 3,400, I believe.
I was gonna say somewhere around 34, 35 would be my
Yeah.
guess.
Before then, 2017 EcoBoost Mustang.
Even though it's a 6-cylinder, that body still has some weight.
Wait, yeah, it's not a 6-cylinder though. It's 3532. Okay.
Okay, that's better. I was like 3,200. I'm like,
Yeah,
damn, that's really light.
Yeah, it would have been nice, but let's see. What's the GT of that? The GT is 3825.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's that much different. So my car is with me in it is over 4,000 pounds, well over. Because I have, so it says the 5.0 Mustang ranges from 37 to 3,800 pounds on average, slightly depending on the model year. I have the heated and cooled seats. They're heavier.
Right.
I have the premium package, not the performance package. So they have all the nice stuff in the car that's heavier. I have 7 gallons of water in my trunk.
That don't help.
I do run with half a tank or less of gas when I'm going down the track on that.
Right.
For that reason.
That's ideal.
Yeah.
Is somebody driving down the road?
Not me. I'm sitting on my couch.
Sounds like someone's driving down the road.
Well, maybe it's my TV in the background.
It might be.
Is that better?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. I was like, who's driving down the road, man? I keep hearing all these weird
me.
noises.
My TV with a sound bar.
Ah, gotcha.
I've been drinking.
I will have a cocktail tomorrow. I haven't had a drink in 4 days, but it's because I've been at work.
Yeah. I unfortunately I drink every night, so and I go to work in the morning.
Oh, yeah. I don't drink every night. If I'm working, I try not to drink.
Maybe I'm an alcoholic.
But yeah, looking forward to having a nice friggin' Yingling when I friggin' wake up tomorrow.
Oh God, I got one in. I got 2 of them in my fridge. My son brought some when he came.
Nice.
I can get them here. That's no problem.
Right.
But he brought some when he came, and he left 2 of them in my fridge along with 2. What was the other 2? Oh, 2 Bud Lights because he bought
Ew.
while he was here because he's an idiot.
Ew.
I drank one and went, you know what? I know I don't buy these, and it's not because of anything to do with political or anything.
Right.
It's because they taste like shit.
Right. Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
I like a little flavor in my beer.
I like Michelob Ultra better than
That's not bad.
It's way better flavor than Bud Light. I don't
Yeah,
know
it's
why
not bad.
people ever drink that shit.
Yeah, Michelob Ultra Light's not bad. Friggin' my father-in-law would drink that. It's not too
Well,
bad.
I have that out in my beer fridge because for one, I got an 18 pack of the aluminum bottles, the aluminum the can bottles for like they were on sale cheap, and I like the beer and it's like super low in calories, which is great, but it's not something I drink to like for alcohol. I drink it because it's a flavored drink other than water.
I drink beer to friggin' have a beer. If I'm planning on catching a buzz, I'm gonna friggin' bust out the high octane stuff.
Yeah. I've gone through a couple of bottles. So I found Sazerac. There's they had it at the ABC store last time I bought it.
Oh, nice.
But when they have it at Tonic, it's $3 cheaper. But they didn't have it last time. I had to buy it. But they have it here, and it's like one of the cheaper alcohols.
It's not that expensive, but it's pretty good.
The cheaper ones, and I like it but I mix it. I don't drink it straight most of the time. I think my son and I finished off the bottle I had, but that's because I made a drink for each of us. I made an old fashioned with them for each of us, and then there was so little left in the bottle. When we were done, I just split it between the 2 of us. It was like maybe a 1 finger each, you know.
Right.
And we just slow sipped that, and it's the first time he's ever done that. And he's like, wow, that was really good. I was like, yeah, and that's when eyes. But he's learning to like better taste.
Right.
but he still buys the cheap stuff. But I get it. He makes decent money now.
Right?
He's got a decent job.
You have to appreciate what you're drinking, unless you're just drinking it to get wasted. Now, I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know
I
how
know.
old he is, and I don't know what he's trying to do, but
He
you know,
is
I'm not trying to go
25
from I'm not
today.
trying to go from stone cold sober to totally wasted. So I like to friggin'
Yeah.
sip on my whiskey and let that buzz come up nice and slow.
Oh yeah, nice and slow, and I like to taste it, and I like to
Yep.
savor it, and I'll hold like if I'm drinking something good, I'll hold it in my mouth and taste it for like more than
Couple
10 seconds. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
depends on the flavor.
Right?
If it's really good, like I said, I'll hold it for like 10 seconds.
Oh yeah. Good stuff.
But that's the good stuff, and I don't get that very often.
Right?
I don't know where my son is. It's his birthday today, though. He turned 25 today,
Oh, good for him. Happy
Yep.
birthday, son.
so he's not in here because it's not Wednesday, and I don't think he realized I was live tonight. So, going live a day early kind of screwed things up. I blame Brailsford, but I don't think he's still in here.
Huh?
Brailsford, he messaged me a couple days ago. He's like, "Man, I got this thing going on, and I'm going to be interviewing this guy. Can I swap days with you?" I'm like, "Yeah, whatever."
Right on.
It's like that's better than us trying to work over top of each other.
Right?
So
Well, you guys, I think I'm gonna hop out of here. I'm gonna go back to the control room. I've been in here for a while.
yeah. Thanks for coming. I appreciate
Not a
it.
problem. You guys have a great night. We'll talk to you soon.
Later.
Peace.
Sublime, you're being awful quiet.
Later, Mob. Sorry, I had my mic muted. I didn't know I had it muted.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was eating an ice cream cone. That's why.
Had a sugar donut, oatmeal raisin cookie, moose tracks with banana slices. You're gonna pee glue. Yeah, you are. Moose track. I love moose tracks, but I don't do that very often. I've got some coffee flavored ice cream I have in there.
Jake, you gotta wait. Jake, hold on. All right, Teddy, you hold on. Hold on, Teddy.
Oh, you're telling Teddy to hold on. I thought you were telling me to
Yeah,
hold on.
no, tell him to hold on. I'm taking the dogs out, but I don't like letting them out at the same time.
Whiskey on the Rizzax.
Like that Neil Diamond song. I think Neil Diamond sings it. Love on the Rocks.
Yeah, that kind of sounds like a Neil Diamond song. You kind of sound like Neil Diamond.
Somebody said I did a good Rodney Dangerfield the other day or something like that a week or two ago.
You do, because your voice is kind of similar to his.
No respect.
Yeah, no respect. Yeah.
Oh, Jake, come here. Damn it. My neighbor got a dog out.
I
Come here,
called
Jake, hold on.
my dumbass just now, and he's like, "Why is that?" And I was like, "Because I wanted to say it." He's driving, so that's why he's not on.
Who? Oh,
My
your
son.
son?
He's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Live stream." It's Tuesday night.
Jake, come here.
Oh, I told you this.
Come here.
Yesterday, that I'd be on tonight instead of tomorrow.
Just hold on.
Which really confuses me because now I'm thinking it's Wednesday and it's only Tuesday. And much longer.
Ooh, what is this, Jake? Come here.
You outside?
Yeah.
What is that? Are you smoking right now?
Is it on me?
Yeah, there's a sound that sounds like somebody taking a big long draw. Must be noise from outside.
I had a smoke in my mouth, and then there's crickets all over the place outside out here.
Crickets. I guess that could be what that is.
God, I hope the neighbor's not still out there with his dog. Okay, good. Yeah. So, yeah, I got to get up super early tomorrow, too. I'm probably going to get out of here in a little bit. I got to get the guys out the door, and they're starting early tomorrow because of the heat. So
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, it's pretty hot, too. Yeah. What up, Jacob?
What up?
You are apparently driving. Are you on your way home?
It is hot.
Are you on your way back to your place or
Nope.
no?
Nope.
You kind of waited kind of late in the day to start this trip.
Yeah.
You are a dumbass. Yeah. Yeah. We're just going to say it.
I was just gonna say.
I told everybody I called you that and what you said. You're like, why is that? And there you go. You're getting sent. He won't be able to read it, but Stupid Fast just said happy birthday.
Thank you. You know what? It's bad. I got my car taken away today.
Your car?
Yeah, they took my good car,
Which one?
the minivan.
Aw, who took it?
Luis and Tony, they're driving it to Washington State.
Oh, okay. What are you driving now then?
The 2009 Acura TL.
Oh, those aren't bad cars. I like those.
Happy birthday, Jake.
Thank you. I love this car. Other than the AC is out.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah,
So-
they're heading to Washington then. Okay.
yeah, no, but other than that, it's got paddle shifters and 305 horsepower.
Yeah.
So it's
yeah,
got the upgraded.
The TL
engine.
is pretty good.
Oh, I love this. It's the only Honda that I think I'd actually want.
Yeah. They're not bad, and they're not bad looking cars either. I see a bunch of them.
It's got actually the engine bay bothers me because I popped the hood.
It's all covered in plastic.
It is, but it's not. So the engine is not. The engine's in the middle. It's like 2 foot around the engine is all plastic. Like it covers everything, radiator,
Yeah.
everything around the engine. The engine's the only thing open.
That's very normal. You're lucky it doesn't have a cover over the engine. Maybe somebody took it off.
The engine has it's stock looking. Trust me, but it looks good, and it's 305 horsepower for a
So
gas
that's
station
what
car.
the 3.7 liter V8 or V6 had in the Mustang.
It is, but this is also a 3.7 liter.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. They had 2 J series for the TL. One's a 3.5 and one's a 3.7.
Oh, I knew about the 3.5. I didn't know about the 3.7.
Yeah, no, it's a good car. But the AC just sucks. I'm dying in the seat.
It sucks because it's not working.
Yeah.
Have you tried putting Freon in it?
Yeah.
It's not my car. I just got it today.
I was gonna say, have you tried charging it? Because it only costs you like $20 to go.
Well,
wait,
not,
no,
it
you
used to
don't
cost you 20. Now it's more like 40. But
I
even
was
if you
gonna
do
say,
it
if you don't
yourself,
have the tool for it, it's gonna cost you like 40 to 50.
That's why I miss living next to Zach, where I could get Freon, because in Washington State you can't even buy it without being a mechanic and having a license. But I can get it for Zach's work for $8.
You can't buy even the 134.
134 you cannot buy in Washington State.
What about the 1, 2, 3, 4, Y, whatever?
Why you can't buy it is because a TikTok went viral and people are just purposely releasing it into the air on TikTok.
Oh, okay. So Washington State's, a Gestapo state. I used to, if I couldn't buy that shit, not being a mechanic at my local store, I would definitely be bitching because I had to put it in my Mustang to get its air conditioner running.
Yeah, but I actually like this car. It's kind
But
of
you
nice.
live in Tennessee now, so guess what? You can go buy it at AutoZone, O'Reilly's, any of the car stores.
Not my car. I'm gonna fix this Xterra.
You are going to do the Xterra?
Why not? I'm about to buy an E36. I need the Xterra for a reliable vehicle because
Oh,
an
you need a reliable vehicle. Okay.
E36 it's not going to be reliable, but I want one.
I want one too, but I'm not getting one. Oh, what time is it?
9:38.
38. Okay. So at most, I'm running until 10, then I'm shutting down. I don't know if you can stay that long or not. If you can't, I understand.
10 to 20 minutes.
What time you got to get up, Sublime?
5:20.
Oh, okay. I definitely understand. I don't even get up that early. I don't get up till like 6:20, somewhere in there.
I got to get up at 7:30, but I'm driving to Kentucky.
And I can still make it to work by 7 a.m.
I also have like a 10-minute drive to work.
Yeah. It's nice.
But I'm driving to Kentucky and back. I'm not going to get home till 3, 4 a.m.
Yeah, it's just not smart. You could have been sitting at home relaxing right now, having a drink, being on the live stream the whole time.
I am having a drink. We got Coca-Cola.
You know,
I have a Coke and a smile and shut the back up.
what does your shirt say on it?
Mine?
Yeah,
Hold on.
you just Nico
Yeah, Minky.
Minky.
Yeah, Minky. Minky USA. It's my work. It's a Nike shirt.
I'd swear that says Miko. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's pronounced Minky. It's German company.
I don't care. You work from home and sleep in, Mike? Good for you.
Jealous.
Same here.
Actually, I didn't work today because it's my birthday. I got it paid off. But on Monday, I played ping pong for 6+ hours. getting
Oh, I
paid.
love ping pong, dude. I'm good
A
at
lot
ping
of
pong.
work, man. Ping pong's a lot of work.
I'm
Oh,
good at ping pong.
It is a lot of work in a warehouse with no AC when it's 100 degrees in this warehouse.
Oh, it's
Well,
gonna get hotter tomorrow.
I was getting paid to do it.
It's gonna be hotter tomorrow.
I know. I drink lots of water at work.
Water and little bits of Gatorade every now and then.
Yeah, need those electrolytes.
Yep.
I just started drinking water. I've never in my life drank water. I hate water.
I
I
know.
went 2+ years without drinking a glass of water.
he always, when I tell him to drink water, he'd always go, "Water, fish pee in that," and wouldn't
Yeah,
drink it.
fish is piss in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like the fish piss now.
Yeah, I drink water. That's I pretty much always have water on me. So
Yeah, same
this
here.
water.
Well, I have to drink it, or I'm like, I didn't for the first week that I worked there, and I almost passed out, like
Yeah, it'll do that.
headache. And I went to a whole heat exhaustion thing, and was like, oh, I need water.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. What's up, Street Fox? How's it going?
Street Fox, how's everything
I
going,
can't
sir?
keep up with the amount of shorts he puts out. I really can.
Did you rethink selling your stuff?
I'm still in the truck, yes.
Okay, just the truck though, right?
For now, yes, but
You're not selling the other things.
they could be on the chopping block. I said that at the
No,
beginning of
no.
the stream.
You know.
Yeah, you can say no all you want, but you don't got the money to give me, so
Oh, it's cool. I know where you live. We're gonna just go steal it. You put good insurance on it. I got you.
no. I have dogs and guns. Bring it.
Dog. Hold on, your dog's
Rattletrap already said that.
kind of like me.
Rattletrap already said that too.
What?
He was going to come and just tell me where I live so he could come get it once the insurance ran out.
Yeah, no, I will. I got you.
Don't pay no attention to him. You shouldn't delete him. I watch him when I can.
No, you ain't selling you ain't selling the Mustang.
I'm talking to Street Fox now. He posts a lot of drag racing videos, shorts, and I like them because they're just fun to watch. When I have nothing else to do, I'll just watch a bunch of those in a row because they're always really fast. And that's all I've been posting lately, anyway. I don't know that I don't think I posted the one so far of my car with this tire spinning yet. Did I?
The one I recorded,
Yeah,
you were spinning so hard.
I know. Tires are moving way faster than I was.
Hey, but you literally got 3 personal bests back to back to back.
I know.
I feel like if you would have ran one more time, you probably would have got another personal best.
But I was tired. It was we were out of ice.
We were tired, and I had to drive home that night.
Yeah, and I was out of ice.
Yeah.
I had no way to cool it down again. And
Hey, it's a good thing you didn't pay the $100 because you would have broke out first round.
yeah, I would have. I'd have broke out first round, 7-0 class.
Yeah, no, that's good though, because you're almost close enough to run a 6.5 class.
No, 6'8" is nowhere near a 6'5".
Yeah,
That is so far apart.
Oh, it is, but if you were get your tire pressure right and the tune a little more balanced, plus your reaction time, it's mainly your reaction time that you were messing up on.
Oh, my reaction time wasn't horrible. I mean, it was bad. I'm just not used. I'm still not used to approaching.
0.3 is all it takes for reaction time.
Yeah, I know, but I'm still not used to the Pro Tree, Jacob.
Oh,
And I
meaning,
also have to let my car get up on the two-step.
yes.
And I have to roll into the second light in second gear, and it's not always the easiest to make it do that.
Okay, I'm gonna give you that, but at the same time, I feel like your car could run a 6.5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Downhill, 60-foot matters. I think next time I go, I'm going to lower my tire pressure about 3 more pounds. I'm going to go down to 15.
I was trying to get you to lower your tire pressure, and you said no.
I know, but I think I'm going to go down to like 15 pounds on it instead of
Wait, I thought you said you were running 15.
18.
No, he's running 18.
Oh, hell no, dude. You want to be lower than that. For
Yeah.
sure.
With my old car, running lower than that didn't do any good for me, and that's what my problem is. I'm so used to running that car for 5 years. I ran that car without the blower.
Pulling into that burnout box, I would have it at 14. So this way, after you do your burnout, it's going to build a couple pounds, and then that'll put it at 16.
I don't know that it builds that much. My burnout.
It does. It does.
You haven't seen my burnout, have you?
His burnouts, he does get the tires to spin, but they don't smoke and heat up.
Yeah.
I can't get out of first gear to get
Yeah, his last burnout, I watched him, and after his run, I was like, what happened during the burnout? He goes, what do you mean? I put it to second. He was in first, put it in second, but the tires stopped spinning when he transferred to second for like a half second. Like, they actually stopped completely.
Yeah, completely. I've got video.
Hey, guys, I got to get out of here. So,
Hey, later, Sublime. Have a good evening.
all right, man. You guys all have a good one. Take care, guys.
Yep. You too. Yeah. It was just weird the way they stopped like that too. And maybe I should just start my burnout in second gear, because I can get from second to third no problem, even at high RPM. But for some reason, at a higher RPM, I cannot get from first to second.
Well, if you're doing a test and tune next time, might as well try it. It's a test and tune.
Yeah, I wanted to go down to Steel and try it down there at the quarter mile, but they're not running Friday nights this week. They are, but they're running it. They're running Friday during the day, and yeah, it ends at like 6 p.m. because I got a big event going on Saturday.
Okay. When are you going back to the track next?
Probably this weekend. Still haven't pulled the car out to like check the tune. I'm probably not going to. I'm probably just going to I needed to get in there and with my computer and check it. Grab the cable out of my Focus. Check the codes to see what code it threw. And I'm hoping it's just that O2 like we thought it was. It's a big possibility that's all it was.
Yeah.
Since the light went out as soon as I revved it up really hard, and it had some air flowing through that exhaust, it made it go away.
Yeah. Well, if I can get the gas money, I'll come out there this weekend.
Okay. Well, I probably won't go until Saturday again.
But I won't stay the night. I'll come out during the day and drive back.
Well, that's just no fun. Then we don't get
I mean, I can. If you want me to come out Friday, if I can get the gas money, I'll come out Friday and hang out.
Well, it's always enjoyable to have somebody to spend the evening chilling with.
I will. I enjoy it too. I miss hanging out with you.
What's up, Nate?
Not much. I figured I'd jump on for the last few minutes you were on.
Yeah, you got about 10 minutes left.
I've been sitting here listening as I've been running around picking up stuff.
Hey,
As long as you're listening.
cleaning up the garage.
Yeah, I repainted all the walls over the last couple weeks. I painted all the white again because it was all beige.
Yeah.
Between smoke and car fumes over 3 years, it turned real beige. When I pulled the cabinet off the wall, I went, "Wow!"
Yeah.
No.
That's
I like that.
the
No.
one thing I miss about having the white walls in the garage is the reflection of light off the walls makes it brighter.
Well, it was starting to look like it was starting to be like, man, it doesn't seem like it. I thought my lights were starting to go bad. I was like, am I losing light? And then I decided I wanted to move. I took some cabinets off of the wall and I moved it into one big giant locker cabinet.
And you had a white wall behind it.
And I pulled it down. I went, oh, I think that's my problem. So I pulled all the pictures. I pulled everything I had on the walls off except my bench cabinets, my TV, and my fans. Everything else I took off the walls and I repainted all the white. I left the gray and black. It's hard to see that unless you repaint around it, but
Right.
so I painted all white when I was all done, and like I didn't do the doors. You can clearly see the difference in color of the doors versus the white on the walls because they were white.
This is why I never smoked inside.
Yeah, well, I bought a air purifier for the garage. I'm probably the only.
Yeah, I quit smoking 10 years ago now.
Over.
Well, yeah, but 10 years.
Yeah, no, over because I was supposed to stop with you when I was 14.
Yeah, and I really wish you had, but hey, to each their own. That's your life. You make your own choices. At 14, you should have stopped because you were underage.
I should have never started.
Yeah, I started that young too, so I can't say much. And I smoked for 30-some years. It was bad.
Hey, we just turned 25 today, so we're actually at 12 years of smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, it's time to stop. I'd stop now. Quit now. It's better for you.
I actually think mesothelioma is going to hit before cancer from cigarettes.
And how would you have gotten mesothelioma?
Pulling out asbestos.
Weren't you wearing your protective equipment like you were supposed to be?
No, because I've pulled out asbestos over 100 times that they told us it was good, and then we found out that the tests weren't actually in, and it came back over 5% asbestos more than 100 times.
Oh, and that was before you were trained in asbestos?
No, that was why. But when your boss says you're good, and the test results came back, and then they were like,
okay.
"It's a different job." Never mind. I was
Just go back to your company. That's all.
please tell me that you didn't take this and this out. And me and Chris Page would always be like, "What do you mean? That was 2 jobs ago. Like we already did all of that." It'd be like that. I'll be all right.
You'll be all right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, mom
It's
calls.
okay. We're all going to die some way, and it's probably going to be painful and horrible.
Yeah, mom called. She said it's gonna be all right.
You'll be all right. Yeah, worst thing I ever did too, downhill. Well, no, the worst thing I think was having kids, but yeah.
You don't go there. I think you're just mad that I'm your favorite kid. I'm just the dumbest one.
Yeah, it's probably what pisses me off the most. But maybe that's why you're my favorite.
You're like, I remember those days.
I remember being the dumb one. No, I was super smart as a kid. I was really smart. I graduated high school with a really good average. I did really well in school. I hated it, but I did really well. But I was a total dumbass when it came to other shit.
Yeah, no, I definitely know I'm the butter knife in the knife drawer.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Don't be well, no, you're not, because my butter knives are sharp as hell. They will slice you.
Damn, you're not even a butter knife. Like I was.
No, you're like that weird spoon. That weird long spoon that's really, really got no edge to it. I'm just saying that because my butter knives. Do you not remember how badly I cut myself with these when we first got them?
I also will never forget the time I think I was 15 and you taught me how to use a grinder to try to show me the safe way and ended up almost cutting your finger off.
I didn't almost cut my finger off. All I did was take a little off the knuckle. It happens.
And you had goatskin gloves on.
I was showing him what not to do, just so we all know. I was just showing him what not to do. The part slipped. And I did not have heavy gloves on. I had those lightweight goat skins on that we got from work, and I love those gloves. They're comfortable as hell. But they will not protect you from a grinder.
No.
Not like a good heavy leather set will. But
So I finally I got somebody to buy my truck.
Which truck?
Tomorrow. I got not the project behind that's normally behind me. I got a blue one. I don't think you guys have ever seen it.
I don't think I have.
No, it's
What kind of?
It's a 94 F-150.
Oh, I like those.
Yeah.
I miss my 95.
Is that a 7.3 diesel?
My project truck that you see right here. Yes, that's not the one I'm selling.
You're selling the gasser, right? The 5.0?
It's got a 351.
Oh, you had the big one.
Yep.
351 the way to go.
You remember that? You remember my 95, right, Jacob?
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed that. That was a great truck. That 302, little 50 in it.
Well, I missed my my E350 1995 with the 351, but Griffin told me that if I move back to Washington, he'll give it back to me for free.
Didn't you give it to him for free?
No, I sold it to him for $400.
Oh, if you move back.
Yeah, but I also gave him 4 other cars for free.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Don't move back.
That's what you do with friends. If you got a car that you'll know they'll drive, fuck it.
No, I don't. I run my friends over with cars. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he drives my S10 around daily, and that's a welded diff, no roof, no
Still
windshield.
runs.
Oh, it's a 4.3 Windsor or Vortec.
I was gonna say it's not a Windsor if it's in a ship.
Oh no, Vortec. I fucked up, but it's the Windsor, the 4.3, one of the most bulletproof engines.
Yeah. Kingpin Dana 60 to solid axle strap, the TTB. Oh, nice.
Yep.
Swap. Yeah, that sounds better. Swap sounds better than strap.
Well, I'm doing 80 and a 60. Why are you on my ass?
You need to slow the fuck down and let him pass.
Oh, I got over in front of a semi. It's a hot shotter.
So I got somebody to buy it. My transfer case, or not transfer case, torque converter. I rebuilt the transmission 10,000 miles ago.
Yeah.
Put a new torque converter in it. All new solenoids. Cleaned all the valleys. Put a improver kit in it. Put heavier duty clutches in it. And I replaced any of the planetaries that were going to go bad. So basically it was new other than basic metal pieces that are held in.
Right.
That hold all the clutches. And 2.5 weeks ago, I pulled out of my road, and as soon as the torque converter locked up, it squealed and it stopped. And I went, "What was that?" Boy, I sure hope that was the belt. And I went into town, did a little bit of running around, and then I got back on the road and come home, and it squealed. I could not apply hard. I could barely get on the gas without it, and after lockup, and it would slip. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. This torque converter cannot possibly be junk. Because it would engage, but it would just, as soon as you tried to actually apply torque, it wouldn't hold it.
Brand new?
Yeah, I think it was a reman.
Oh.
Was it put in correctly and lined up and all that, or like?
Yeah. I mean, I did it. And the guy that sold me all the parts, he did if you get on YouTube, I think it's like Mr. Transmission or something like that. It's this old guy that retired out of the transmission world. And he has videos, like a 15-part video series of how to rebuild a 4R100E 40D. And they're like an hour long each.
Nice.
It's like watching paint dry. It's like Bob Ross of transmissions.
Well, that's good because most people that know how to do a scale won't just give up their information for free. So I respect that he puts every.
Well, he's retired, so.
Yeah, he was like, I called him, like he had his number. It was like I forget his website, but it was like a number, and I'm like, I'll just call and I'll order my parts from customer service or whatever. I called him. It was his cell phone. It was him.
It was him.
I was
But
like,
you got the bad torque converter from him, right?
yeah, it made it 10,000 miles.
I guess that's not too bad. I mean,
Hold
for,
on.
I never really beat
rebuilds
on
I've had
it.
less time than that. So
You remember the minivan you sold me, Dad? And its transmission that was rebuilt went out within 3,000 miles.
yep, kind of like the transmission I had rebuilt for the Focus that lasted right up until less than 1,000 miles before the warranty expired on it. I had it rebuilt by Ford under warranty, and then it lasted about 17,000 miles more, and it started going again, and I got rid of it.
Yeah, that one, the one I got, whenever I redid it, like I do question there was a few things that had happened after I rebuilt it. I blew a tranny line and didn't know it. I was on the highway.
Okay.
I pulled in the gas station. Like, I didn't know nothing was happening. I just needed to get gas, and I got out, and I'm like, man.
So you ran
Like,
it dry?
I cleaned my truck, and I put tire dressing on. And, like, I use water-based dressing so it doesn't sling everywhere. And I got off. I was getting gas, and I'm looking at my tires and looking at my tailgate, and I'm like, God, this stuff made a mess. And I hopped back on the road and I drove another hour.
So you ran it low on tranny fluid.
And I pulled off the exit where I was getting off to go to camp, and I start up the road, and the torque converter starts locking and unlocking, locking and unlocking. This isn't 2 weeks after I rebuilt it. I went, what is going on? And I get there, I pull the dipstick. There's nothing to be found, and I found the training line that was leaking because there was a puddle underneath of it.
That's probably what damaged it.
That was it holds 16 quarts with the torque converter and in the pan.
60 quarts of fluid?
Yes, 8
Yeah.
in the torque converter, 8 in the pan.
Yeah.
That's normal. That's normal.
I put 8 quarts in it to fill it back up.
That makes me feel really bad against my E350 because I thought it only had a couple quarts, and I used to just keep dumping fluid in it, being like, hey, it's probably good now.
Well, if you don't drain the torque converter, you only add 8 quarts. And that's if you have a deep pan. They make a shallow pan that holds like 5.
And you don't want to drain that torque converter ever if you don't have to.
Well, when I got this E350 6 years ago, it was slipping, and I put stop slip in it, and it never slipped again. As long as once every 6 months.
That's the worst stuff ever.
I thought about doing that with this, and I went, you know what? Nope, it's a good tranny. I know the tranny's fine. I'm getting an excessive slip code. I'll just leave it for the next guy. I was going to put a torque converter in myself, but I listed it for 5.
I never had to check engine light, but I would just put a quart of stop slip in it every 6 months for $13. And I got that thing for free 6 years ago, and I never had a problem with the thing. Never. That thing would always.
Have you had that as long as I've had the Mustang?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
6 years. I sold it to my buddy a month ago.
Yeah, I like that van. I love those old E350s extendeds.
He got under it. I gave him 400 because I told him every problem with it. Brakes need replaced, and I was like, suspension up front is non-existent. The strut snapped off the frame. You're gonna have to re-weld those. He goes, "How did you do that?" And I went, "I jumped it down Fairbanks Hill.
Oh, yeah.
Caught like 30 feet of air. And
I don't think it was 30 feet of air. You'd have been dead.
Oh no, I landed 2 houses down. I was doing a top speed. I was purposely.
I'm thinking 30 feet in the air. Sorry.
Oh no, 30 feet past. Like you remember Fairbanks?
Yeah, I know exactly where you're talking about.
Top speed of the van at like 100. When you hit that, I landed 2+ houses down.
Yeah.
And it snaps both struts instantly.
Ooh, your daughter turned 15 yesterday, and my son turned 25 today.
I did. I'm getting old.
You are. You're ancient now, Jacob. I'm sorry.
I
You're
know.
in the old man club now.
I'd have to buy polishing oil. Did you see Colleen's post?
Which one?
She posted on my timeline, was like, may you live to an age where people are afraid of your driving.
They're already afraid of your driving.
Oh, Carolyn was like, the what? They're already terrified.
I haven't seen it, but
Actually, I drive super nice now.
yeah, you do.
I do. It might have taken
Because you're driving other people's cars, not your own.
No, even my own. It might have taken 6 reckless driving tickets and 98 speeding tickets.
Wow. More than I've had in my entire life. In fact, way more. I have had a total of 4 speeding tickets in my life.
I have 98. I got my driving report.
I've got 1.
I've had 4, and I've had 3 of them thrown out. So
I have
We
more
have one
reckless
that's
driving tickets than I do speeding tickets.
oh, I don't have those. I don't have any of those.
I had one cop pulled me over, let me off with a warning in Stillicum. 4 hours later, I went through that same part of Stillicum going faster, being a dumbass. 18. Pulled me over again. He looked at me, he goes, literally didn't ask license registration, goes, you're not getting off of the warning this time. You are fucking stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, give me an $800 ticket.
Uh-huh.
And then told me, don't fight it.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I wasn't. I was doing a 60 and a 25. And he put,
Because I bet he showed up to that court date.
no, I was doing 60 and a 35. and he put that I was doing like 45 and no seatbelt, no insurance, but I had insurance. So I just didn't have the card on me.
Yeah,
So
but
I got that. I got that part dropped. But other than that, I was like, I ain't fighting this ticket. I don't want this cop to show up. I was definitely going 60 and a 35.
yeah. That's
I'm trying to think. I got a ticket. Followed a lady from, so Elmira's along the PA state line within, I don't know,
I know where that is.
4 miles. Yeah, it's not along the state line of Pennsylvania. I followed a lady all the way up through Watkins Glen and almost to the north side of Seneca Lake, which is one of the Finger Lakes. So almost to 90. It's like an hour and 20 minutes. I followed this lady, I bet 40 minutes, doing 40 in a 55.
Wow.
And there's pass zones everywhere, but I hate passing people in a 2-lane because I know as soon as I do it, somebody's going to come out of nowhere,
Somebody's coming.
head on me. So I don't like doing it, but I finally got to a point and went, I'm done. I've had enough. This is ridiculous. Long straight stretch. I get over and she speeds up, and I wasn't even riding her ass. Like I was like a good 8-10 car lengths behind her. So so maybe she wouldn't slow down anymore. Speeds up. So I speed up. I end up passing her. I was doing 72 and a 55. Wouldn't you know it? There was a cop sitting there. I got pulled over. That was my one speeding. That was my one speeding ticket. Did you realize how fast you were going? I don't know. I was like, I don't know, but I've done 40 from Elmira to here. And I said, you caught me doing the only time I've done over 40 this entire way.
What's crazy about that, I feel like if you're passing somebody on a 2-lane road, the laws shouldn't go against you until you're in front of that person.
Like, I get why they gave it to me, but I said, well, what do you want me to do? Well, you should have slowed down, tuck back in. I went, you've got to be kidding me. I get that as a proper thing, but I feel like I'd been patient long enough.
Yeah.
Like, people shouldn't be allowed. I said, what about the lady doing 40 and a 55? Is there such a thing as a minimum speed limit around here?
In some states, yes. But
yes, some states, yeah. Unfortunately, not. Or New York.
In fact, more states don't have a minimum than do now, I believe.
Colorado has a minimum. I do
There's
know
a
that.
bunch of states that do. Washington has a minimum. They don't post it a lot, but they do have one.
Colorado posted everywhere.
I think the best ticket I got out of is I was going to Monroe for Formula Drift. So it's about an hour and a half drive. And I was doing nice, and then this F-150 wanted to race me, and I'm in a Chevy Sonic that had no power, but was fun to drive.
That Sonic of hell.
Oh, we made that song go through hell. And I was probably doing 110 this whole way with this F-150. And we're zooming. Just around corners, and there's 2 state troopers. And they pulled us both over. And I already knew. We took the corner. I was probably doing 115. He was probably doing like 120 because this F-150 had more power than me. And we both got pulled over, and he's right behind me. The cop comes up, and he goes, do you know how fast you were going, sir? And I went, honestly, I know I'm going to jail. Is what I said. He goes, no, you're not. But how fast do you think you're going? I was like, when he clocked me, probably 120. He goes, well, I'm glad this car could get that fast, but I clocked you at 116. But then he goes, honesty goes a long way with me. Gave him my insurance and everything. He came back. He goes, all right, well, I know where you're going. You're going to Monroe Speedway. Have a good day. Go.
Wow.
And then I watched the truck behind me that was also pulled over by the other state trooper get out of the car and get arrested.
Oh.
You know what?
He was going over 120 then.
You need to skip the
E36. We were right beside each other. I thought that I think he might have been drinking and driving at that point.
I think what you need to do is skip the E36 and go straight to the 80s model Volkswagen Rabbit diesel. You can, no way you can get in trouble. Yeah.
Well, hold on.
I drove them.
Actually, what I want is
I
a
really
Geo
like
Metro.
those cars, though.
I do.
The Metro is faster.
Metro.
Yeah,
Metro.
Metro is faster than the Rabbit diesel.
Yes, it is. but those were good cars.
I know they were.
They
My dad
run
had one.
forever.
Yep, it had 335 on it before the injection pump went. My dad scrapped it. He paid $800 for it. Drove it
Yeah.
2 years.
And Dad, you can't sell. If you sell your truck, you got to get at least a piece of shit truck. And then I need your trailer at some point for me to go buy a shitty car that says trailer only.
If I sell my truck, I need to do what? Buy what?
Another shittier truck that can still tow.
Jacob, if I buy another truck, it's going to be like a 2019 F-250.
That's fine. That will tow any car that I'll ever be able to afford.
It's going to be a decent truck. It's not going to be shit. It's not going to be 80 grand, but it's going to be a decent truck. I'm not going to give up that much.
Okay, well that's fine.
I seen my first ever F450 standard cab dually. You
Whoa.
ever seen one of them?
Yeah, I have, but they're weird.
What
They
is a
look awesome.
What is a standard cab delete?
Oh, it looks very
Standard
good.
cab dually, Jacob.
Oh, standard cab dually F450?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the F-550.
It was supposed to be a box truck that they shortened the frame.
You'd swear. I looked at it and went, I didn't even know they made those. I sent it to my buddy.
Generally, what happens with that is somebody orders one and has a bed put on it because it's generally a chassis cab.
Cab chassis, yeah.
Yeah, cab chassis, and then they put a bed on it.
Let me go back. I
All
sent it
right,
to
still
buddy.
my dream tow rig, Ford Excursion with the 7.3, not the 6.0, custom dually it. Dream. That's what I want.
Well, good for you.
This
keep
is
dreaming.
it is.
Well, it's how much? No, the 7.3s are
Yeah,
gutless.
that's a
but
sport bed. Too.
reliable.
Yep, it's an 8-foot bed. My
It's-
buddy says they
that's
make
an
them,
8 foot?
but they're yeah.
That don't look at. Hold
Hold
on.
The
Standard
cab and front end are so small.
Oh yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah.
Once I see it full screen, I could tell with the shorter bed, there's less in front of the wheel well.
Oh, with that
Yeah.
gray, that thing is beautiful.
I thought I seen
Looks
it.
like
They
the same
want
color as
80.
mine.
What was 84.5 is the asking price. It's a 19 with 7,000 miles.
Yeah,
Well, that's
84.5. That's okay. I'm gonna be asking 90 plus for mine.
Yeah,
And
my
it's a
buddy
20
just got a new 450.
How many
What?
miles on that one?
7,000.
Oh, okay. That's low mileage. Mine's got like 22 or 3,000 on it.
Oh shit! With my drive I'm doing right now, this Acura, I'm going to hit 300K.
My buddy just got rid of his. He had that white one. I think I showed you a video a while back of him doing donuts in it.
Yeah.
He traded in. That was a 21. He traded in because he got his 23. He got the really dark blue. Like it's black.
He got the antimatter blue, which I didn't like it when I first saw it in person. I liked it when I saw it on their ads, but in person it's too dark. I want blue that looks blue.
So now your 450, does it have all of the climate controls on the touch screen?
Yeah.
Okay. They did away with that with the new ones.
Yeah, I know. They went back to just button only. So mine's both. I have buttons and on the screen.
Which is how my dad's girlfriend's Ranger is, which hers is a 20.
But he's got the 12-inch screen in his, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure
it's a really big screen, yeah.
Yeah, they did that. They did that the year after mine. In 22, they started doing that.
How do you guys feel about the Ford Maverick?
I feel like it's a piece of junk.
Okay, so I used to, but if you look at it like an SUV with a bed, it gets 50 miles to the gallon.
Not the way I drive it, doesn't.
Okay, it can, and it is front wheel drive.
Oh,
It's an SUV with a bed.
even an SUV should be all-wheel drive.
You can get the Ford Maverick all-wheel drive. The front wheel drive is a base model at 20. They raised it so it's 22.
I'm not buying a Maverick ever. Not gonna happen.
I have been
Can't do
considering
anything.
it.
I want one. I'm
know nothing.
I
I'm
have to. So here's my thing. I gotta buy. I just found out that our lease vehicles are gonna go away. So after they're done with other company cars, we got to get our own.
Really?
Now I've got to start considering something. So I considered the Maverick. I'm
Do
still considering
you get a vehicle allowance through your company?
Yeah.
Then the Maverick, because it's cheap and they have good reviews. There's no recalls so far.
So
I
far.
like the Ranger. I like the Bronco, but I still like the idea of getting a Focus ST with low miles.
Yeah,
Unmodified.
Okay.
unmodified. Good luck finding one of those.
Yeah, that's not easy to find. I did run into one that was like it had wheels and tires, and they actually didn't lower it. They just put bigger wheels and tires to fit to take up the wheel gap. So it actually raised it. Actually looked like a rally car, like it should.
They put one size larger on it. That's all they had to do.
Okay.
Go from 18s to 19s. That's all you have to do.
Well, it was definitely bigger. I know that.
I have a dealership out here just trying to sell a Focus RS for $17K with 50,000 miles.
What's wrong
Clean
with it?
Yeah.
Clean tire.
I don't believe that.
Oh, it has an overheating issue that is not the head gasket, they say, but after 20 minutes of driving, it overheats.
That's the head gasket
That's
problem.
the head gasket.
And that's a recall, and you can still get that fixed for free.
No, they even say that's as is, and we aren't going to get financing. We need cash for this. It's as is.
You're in a bad zone. Jacob. You're breaking up pretty bad.
And there he goes.
And with that, you're breaking up, Jacob. That's all there is to it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hop off here.
I'm about ready to hop off too. We went about 15 minutes over my time. So
Yep.
All
right. Thanks for having me on. Later, everybody.
everybody, thanks for coming in here. Jacob, don't leave. I'm gonna end the stream. Everybody, thanks for coming in, and I will catch you on the next one. And have a good one. Jacob, stay.